Well, good evening. Yeah, it is evening. Actually, it's kind of late, but so what? It's 11:43 p.m. It is Tuesday evening here in Portland, Oregon. I'm Gerald, and I'm doing this video because it's hard for me to type. It's gotten in the last few years really hard because I've lost some fingers. I already don't have any legs. So, you, know, you were talking about the big debate about circumcision, whether to or not. Well, basically, it comes down to this: circumcision came in the first place. Okay, it came about through ritual, usually religious ritual. They would use religion as a tool to try to teach anything they could because all they knew was religion and superstition and personification and anthropomorphization. So everything had to be personified. They figured if there's some kind of a, I don't know, all I know is that in the Bible it says that Abraham was going to kill Jacob, his son, I guess. And the angel stayed his hand and said, "No, don't kill him. Just slice off a piece of his penis. I'll be happy with that." Or what else? Was it a bunch of Jews sat around a table thousands of years ago? I say Jews because the Christian sect is actually just a offshoot sect cult of the Jewish cult. Yeah, I know. And it came from a religious thing anyway. It really is medically totally unnecessary. Okay, I have me and four brothers. One I don't really know. Three of them, though, they're cut. I'm not. I've never, for one thing, never had to use lubrication because that's part of what your foreskin does. Okay, it acts kind of like a sleeve, which lubricates beautiful, works great. And when you get your erection, you've got plenty of skin for it to grow into. And secondly, the thing about what cutting off the prepuce keeps you from getting STDs and cancer and bacteria. What are you crazy? You think men are that dirty or something? You know how long it would take bacteria to form in there if you don't clean yourself? Longer than you think. I mean, anything that was going to bother you. Me, I never get schmegma or any of that. I might get some dust thrown in there once in a while, but you wash yourself. It's real simple. And like I said, how many circumcised, or like say mutilated, how many mutilated men out there have to use lubrication just to masturbate? How many of you? Quite a few, I'd imagine, according to my brothers. Every one of them. Half of them, most of them, you have to use lubrication when they just have sex a lot of times. And let me give you one more real, very, very important statistic that I have myself researched and found out. Out of, and let's see, I counted over 120 men that had erectile dysfunction. Every one of them were circumcised. That's right. You can do this research yourself. Ask anonymously, online. Talk to your friends if they'll be candid with you. Just ask them first. Are you having erectile dysfunction problems? They don't have to qualify them or quantify them or any of that. Just do they or don't they? And you will find that the ones that admit they do are also circumcised. Now, by the same token, those who say they're not having any, erectile dysfunction whatsoever, have always been uncircumcised. Men who are whole usually they don't have to have that problem. I mean, if you could imagine having your penis in in a shirt that fits, okay? While it's flaccid, it fits. But then as it gets pumped full of blood to get engaged and enraged and engorged, and it grows, and it grows in and out of that jacket. I mean, this jacket squeezing it, and then you try to, come on, think about it for a second. Logically, use your critical thinking that you learned in college. There really is no, guard against STDs without your prepuce. That's what your prepuce is for. Okay, it is a shield, a guard. Getting made fun of because you have it, because you're not sure. Who? Not me. Some guy in a locker room in a gym or something said something about my dick. I'd say, what are you looking at my dick for? I wouldn't whine about looking different. I'd be wondering why now he's looking at my dick, Come on. People don't do that. Man, we don't do that to each other in locker rooms. Trust me, we try not to look. Because everybody's homophobe. Women. And you women that say, I prefer it uncut. Why? What difference does it make? It can make absolutely no difference to you whatsoever, except that you'll never have to use lubrication. Do you get that? And if you do, it's just because you're so dry, okay? Trust me. Everybody out there who's cut, you can have it reattached. It works. That's my answer. Trust me, you want them uncut because that's nature. It's like a little jacket, a little sheath, a little guard, a little guardian against dust and all that. It's all closed off when it's sitting there. I'm telling you, safety is number one. Good night, everybody. I'm just an earthling. You know that. Gerald of Portland, Oregon. Have a good one.